Okay, so this is my 94 GMC pickup. I picked up cheap, 600 bucks. I threw a head gasket on it and it runs good, but the problem I'm having is the windshield wipers are very intermittent. Let me start it up and show you what's going on. So I don't know if you could hear me, but I turned the wipers on and off several times. They don't move at all. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and take a look at the windshield wiper motor. So there it is, nestled on the firewall, the windshield wiper motor assembly. From what I understand, there might be a couple of contact relays in here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll pull this cover off right here, disconnect this connector, and take a look and see what's inside here. So it looks like it has some Torx bolts holding this down. And we have a cover that comes off and a circuit board. And the whole thing comes out. Oh well. Alright, got the board off. Okay, well here is the board out of the wiper assembly on the workbench. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. Look at that big huge diode, probably a 6 amp rated diode. A couple smaller ones, some resistors in here, a couple caps. Hopefully they're not high ESR. And a big old relay, probably rated at about 30 amps. It looks like a big old AC rated relay. Hard to say, I don't see any numbers pertaining to specs on it whatsoever. But nevertheless, let's take a look at the bottom of the board. Look what I see right here. I see two very broken solder joints. So take a close look right here, and you'll see there's a total crack around this one connector. This one's not a heck of a lot better. Now I'm not sure this has any connection whatsoever. It might just be a LAN to secure the connector. I'm not sure if there's actually a connection in there, but this one is definitely bad here. This one doesn't look too bad. Let's go ahead and solder up all 5 of these connectors. So these 3 pins right here are the relay connections, and these 2 pins are the coil, and they actually look pretty good. This is the common, and then these are the switched outputs up here. They look pretty good. So let's go ahead and solder up these connections right here and put it back in the truck and see if we get better results. So I'm going to go ahead and put extra solder on these so they have a little bit of structural integrity. That looks good. So I think just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and resolder the relay contacts as well over here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through the conformal coating with just the soldering iron or not. Oh yeah, it comes right through, no problem. Alright, let's go ahead and hit these connectors that go to the motor itself for high and low. Now I'm going to alternate. I'm going to hit one side of one and then let it cool and then hit the other side. So that way they maintain their position on the circuit board. If I hit both sides within a couple of seconds of each other, they might wobble and not plug back into the original connector with the same spacing. Alright, well that looks really good. Now we'll go ahead and we'll wipe off those connectors right there, those tabs, and that's for the park function of the wiper motor assembly. But everything else looks good. So I just noticed that this copper trace right here is burned up. I don't know if it's as a result of poor solder connections, but we need to add a little jumper wire from this terminal of the relay over to this pad right here. So I'll just use a thin piece of wire and we'll jumper that to get it back into place. Alright, so I'm going to try to maintain the original path. I'm just going to use a small piece of wire off of an old capacitor or resistor here. Alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and give it a scrape in here, make sure there's no little solder bridges anywhere. That looks good. I think we'll be good. Let's go ahead and put it back in the truck now and see if we get better results. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. It's a little windy now. So I'm just going to go in here with the paper towel and I'm just going to go ahead and wipe off the ring in here, the contacts for the park motor. Alright, and now I've got some fresh dielectric grease. So I'm going to take a big glob of it and we'll just run it around here. Get a little more. Grease this up real good with dielectric grease. That looks good. Now I did wipe off the terminals here, so I'm going to glob those up with dielectric grease. Put the rest up here. Now we'll go ahead and plug that in. I broke off the tab unfortunately, but hopefully it'll be okay. And I'll plug that back on there. Next, we'll go ahead and put the screws back in it, hopefully, easily. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go ahead and give it a try. Oh, there's intermittent. They work great. We need some new wiper blades, that's for sure. Anyhow, they're working great. Just got to put some wiper blades on them and we'll be ready to go. I hope this helps. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.